Okay, here it is Tuesday, August 16th, 2022. And where am I? But I am on my way to see Camille, my little energy medicine person. And looking forward to seeing her as always. I've been having a pretty good week. Had the Joe Dispenza meditation this morning again. Had a little snafu. I couldn't get logged on for my little meditation to listen to. So for the first 15 minutes, I was struggling with that. You know, we love technology until it doesn't work. But it's interesting, you know, it was a good little lesson in, you know, life doesn't go always according to plan, right? We got our plans and then we're like good. And then when those plans for some reason get messed up or they're not working, you know, the way we'd like them to, we get ourselves in a little rat's nest in our heads. I'm speaking for myself. And I was like, trying to get online and what the heck, and emailing them, and I'm upset, I'm, you know, supposed to be on and can't log on, and and I had to tell myself, Lisa. Yep. Sometimes things do not, as we know, do not go according to plan. So, you know, here's the opportunity for some practice of how am I going to be? How am I going to show up to the circumstances of right now? And I just told myself, wherever these people are in the world that are meditating for you right now, visualizing, they are doing this right now, regardless of whether you're signed on or not. You know this. So if nothing else, you just lay down, put your own little inspirational music on, put your hand on your heart, and settle in and just visualize and know that these people are there doing this for you, regardless, and find your peace. And so, you know, there was the opportunity to shift, to see it in a different way, to get a different perspective. And as Marianne Williamson says from A Course in Miracles, a miracle is a shift in perception, and it absolutely is. You know, we always think that how we're seeing it is the only way to see it, and then we get all worked up when it doesn't go according to plan, or, you know, somebody's seeing it differently. No, this is the way to see it. And I don't know how many times in my life I'm like, okay, let me step back here. Let me just step back. And is there another way to see this? Is there possibly another way to see it? And our ego, that ego is determined. No, this is how I want to see it. This is how it is. And I'm frustrated and I'm angry. And that's our ego. That just wants it just so, because it wants to control. You know, when we feel like we're in control, then we feel like, okay, I can be at peace, I can be secure. But when we're not in control, when life throws these things, we're not in control, then, you know, we get our little selves in a little tizzy. We get ourselves worked up. Our physiology gets all worked up. We get into stress response. Stress response is not healing response. Oh, God. We as humans, we can be so fickle, you know? Animals can adjust to energy differences. Okay, the energy flows here. Okay, it's not here, it's here. But as humans, gosh, we are so stuck on our ways of how it has to be. And if it doesn't show up that way, you know, we get derailed from our center and we get thrown off. And anyway, but the truth of the matter is that in that moment, we have the power to step back, to pause and go, is there a different way that I could be seeing this that isn't causing me so much stress? And the truth is, of course, there's 5 million other ways of looking at life. maybe an infinite way of looking at life. of life doesn't just fit into our one way. And that's where life is pushing us to get out of our thinking, our rigid thinking, and to be like, okay, look at it's not how I thought, so, but that doesn't mean it is bad. And so anyway, I just released it, and I was like, all right, then I'm just gonna lay here and I'm gonna just shift my focus to the wonderful people in this world that are focusing on me right now, meditating on me, seeing me well. So I'm gonna join them there regardless. And I did. I found peace, and guess what? After a few minutes, I'm like, well, I'll just try signing on one more time. And guess what I got on? And I thought, okay, see? Sometimes when we surrender and let it go, things come to us. Sometimes they don't. But the bottom line is I found peace in it. And, but it was work. It was work for a little bit there, because I got my little undies in a wad. So I was able to unwad the undies. How about that? There's a quote. Anyway, another thing. Yesterday, my hair started to fall out. Woke up, looked at my pillow, and was like, ooh. I knew it was going to happen. It's a matter of a few weeks, and it's like the light switch went on, and yesterday it started happening, and it's hard. I've done bald once, and they're done that. The idea of doing it again is rough, I admit that. I've liked having my hair back, and I've liked having, kind of a fun little short hairstyle, something I haven't had in many, many years, and it's been fun. And, but here we go back to the drawing board, and it's a little of a bummer for me. But I'm going to be honest and transparent, because that's all I choose to be in this journey, and I'm actually looking into a possible wig just for social things, like just being out and about. Sometimes you just don't want to look like a cancer patient. And, there are such things as cold caps that some people try. Put a cap on really cold on your head so that the blood doesn't flow to the hair follicles, and you can save your hair, but it's a lot of work. It's not comfortable. And, it's just, and I know people who've done it, it's worked for them, but I'm just not up for that whole ordeal, because it adds a lot of time to my infusions, and I don't know. So, looking into possible wigs. Life is so humbling, because there's many things on this journey and that I've had in my life where I would have never imagined myself, in this or that. Never imagined myself having cancer. Never imagined myself having to lose my hair. And I've had to adapt. It's like you just gotta move with it. Otherwise, you go crazy in your head. And, so all of this has just been a practice that, like I've been talking about, of where do I choose to put my focus, and how can I change my perception, and can I step back and see it from a different way? Can I allow myself to see it in a different way? Or does my ego just want to hold on so darn tight to be upset and angry, and which in turn is causing my physiology to be upset and angry and not in healing mode? We are in healing when we are in peace. We are calm. And that's where I want to be. And that's my constant choice, even though I too get rattled. And I did this morning. So, that's my story for today. That's my story for today. And I have my new shirt on. Shirt that I love. I just love the colors, and I love what it says. I don't really know what it says, but I love it. I'm a believer in, if we're going to wear something on ourselves that it projects something positive. So, all right, that's my story for today. I love you all, and I hope you're having a great day. And remember that we can all take whatever, we are all alchemists. We can all transmute whatever shit life throws at us in any moment. And we do have the power not to be a victim of that. We become empowered when we can pause and step back and be curious. Be curious and acknowledge our ego. Yeah, I know you want it this way, but it's not that way. So can we let go, and can we embrace what is? Stress is resisting what is. Suffering is resisting what is. Anyway, moving into acceptance. God grant me the serenity to change the things, having the courage to change the things I can, to, letting go of those things I can't change,